Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at my second golden book, which is a personal journal. It's a personal visual journal. So the first one I did took many years to finish. This one I banged out a lot quicker. It has a much more spiritual focus, so if you're not really interested in spiritual esotericness, this may not be the one for you, or you can just turn off the sound and just watch for the images, whatever works for you. But we're going to chat our way through. So this is, I included a lot of I had a Zen like tear off calendar that year, so I included a lot of my favorite things from that. This guy is really hefty. Hold on, before we go any further, she's big, she's thick. This one's a monster, and I'm really happy with it. Yeah, there's not, obviously not every page is successful, but I'm really happy with everything I explored in this guy. So sorry for the shake. Sorry. So this is part one. This is one of my ridiculous things where I cut on this side and put it over here, and I'm so freaking proud of myself that I destroyed something and it's like almost perfectly intact. The insanity continues. So there's a lot of poetry in this one. I am going to read it. I've just decided we're going to read it. I surrender into the dark, into the places not yet defined, the words not yet said, the heart not yet complete. I surrender to more and better and learning, to truth and clarity. I surrender into myself, to this glorious journey, winding paths and shortcuts and spirals and ducks. I surrender to the path forward, upward, ascended. I surrender to my pen, brush, keystrokes, vision. I surrender to the unbridled expression of self. Everything to come will flow with grace and expand your touch to the global reach, brushing global. You are so many things. If you can express them all, you will be everyone, and everyone will see themselves in you. Surrender to your depths of self and the expression thereof. Surrender. As a personal aside, I'm not quite sure I've ever, I don't know that I've ever actually attained this level of surrender, but it was very sweet. And I wrote this in 2019, so it was very sweet intention, but perhaps I'm just being hard on myself. So this is my dedication to the Sisterhood of the Rose. This is a very meaningful spiritual concept that I have yet to be able to manifest in my real life, but the concept is very powerful, and roses have always been a powerful thing for me. This is my dedication to the elements, which we are going to read. I just agreed that we're going to read, so we're going to read. Earth, support me, your rhythm, your drums up from the core. I feel your pulse and shift, the cooled plates of earth and quake. Is solid, is drumming, is native, is celestial. Fire within me, cleanse and purify. Fertile volcanic bedrock of my life, stirs the land to newness. Pele shifts the earth and breaks through, pouring hot new ideas to be cooled by tears. Fire is healing, is witch, is pure. Here I'm interested. I said breath song, and I've clearly moved away even from calling this water in the same way, like I open with ocean, so this is just an interesting retrospective. Air surround me, envelop me, clear my dense energies with your riling space. Your breath is my breath, the universal breath of space. Air is space and calm and freedom and sustenance and deep and high and French. So I am the ocean, and then this like interesting mermaid concept on the right, like okay. I am the ocean, water, you are me. 70% water, 70% light, 70% spirit, 80% of the ocean. Salt and water make me up, not in its image, but of its image, of itself. I am the most complex corner of the sea, a glorious fish in my own water. So we have fire, water, earth, with the buffaloes, very nice, and air, and this is that French. This does speak to me of the air element, so it is interesting to me anyway. This is before we got married, because it's 2019, so this is me thinking about time before, and I said we're gonna read, so we're gonna read. The shadows in my mind, they swirl and jumble. I gasp for air and see no path forward. I try to hold the walls, but the pathways of resolve crumble as I stand screaming. Where was the structure weak that the cave-in is so colossal? I fight myself for control. I fight to get control. Control the walls, the crumbling, and I sink to the floor. I know no other direction to go. This is my only path now, is here in the endless pit of rage and loneliness. I am alone with no control, the crumbling, the terror, my center in full revolt of ignorance. When everything around you looks like compromise and the structure is crumbling, you remember that the problem is the structure itself. To be free, there can be no structure, and without structure, it all falls apart. It must all remain in place, fully self-sustaining with no structure. The structure must crumble. There must be freedom in your mind and in your energy field. No stone, just pure light, pure light. All healing is to break down the structures and allow pure light to hold that space. Light always advances and holds, it never retreats. That is the path to true healing, to never allow the structure to be rebuilt. I do really like my aesthetic here with the crumbling and the structures. But the pieces are everywhere. Yes. But I have to do something new or scary. Yes, yes. But the structure is strong and has been there for so long, and I feel safe within the walls. I built all the tunnels myself, and it's very clever, and I can explain it to you, the whole thing, if only you'll listen to me. Yes. Yes, you can. You built a beautiful, unique structure. The architecture is so subtle and impressive, but it is a cage and not a castle. It is a cage, but not a castle. It is a cage and not a castle. You can do all this, but you made a cage, a labyrinth in your own mind. You've done such amazing things from within the cage. You have learned so much about self-mastery and self-expression and survival, but now is the age of light. Now is the time to rise and leave the cage behind, fly free of this prison, be of yourself only, be free, be light, but be light. This hot pink marker really made my life for a long time. I have no idea where it is right now, which is very depressing, but yes, this hot pink marker meant a lot to me. I have every intention of covering this because I hated how my handwriting came out, but I still have never done it, so I wonder if I will still do it. We have the callback right here, be light. Relax like a lion, work like a bee, find arduous luxury, majesty, and pride, all new. Be light, be light. My last great place, born to get rolling, that stops meltdowns. You are the labyrinth. The labyrinth is death. Transcend the twists and turns, fly free, break free, fight, dance, run, just find your way out. And this was my birthday. This is actually the coolest. I don't want you to miss this cool thing. It took me a very long time to find the right place for this. I just love that so much. I kept these two images for a very long time looking for the right place. I don't think I made any of these. This is before I understood that you could make pockets and stuff. So all of this is very permanent. This is the next one, Pathways to Unknown Places. This is actually, it looks very strange, but if you look very closely, she's standing at a crossroad, which is fascinating because it doesn't really look like that at all. It looks like she's in front of a box or something, but she's standing with two hallways left and right, which is so cool to me. So there's a lot of trying to move through or find a new way, or it's very interesting. To me anyway. To forgive is to release some of the structure, to allow that space to be taken up for grace, forgive, forget, relinquish, fear of repetition. Old hurts are long gone. There will be enough new hurts while we destroy the cage. And then it says right here, freedom on the wind, unity in the soul. You are integrating faster than the conscious mind can keep up with. Keep stretching. Keep making room for rubble as you can clear it. It's an interesting, this is all channeled stuff. I don't think this consciously. It just kind of comes out when I write. This is definitely just a meditative, I was definitely in flow when I did this, and I just added these words. This is all no shame, the war is over, let it go. This whole concept is very much part of one of my writing projects that I'm working very hard on right now. This was definitely just a, what's the word I'm looking for? A tribute to just feminine power. This is a lot of old stuff I just wanted to keep track of and didn't want to lose, so here it is. I never change, I simply become more myself. This is like old stuff. I made this, oh God, 2011, I think. This is from like a 2007 calendar. Hi, sister. All very sweet. So one of these, I took this right out because I didn't want to keep it here anymore. I wanted to use it for something else, but these were just things I wanted to keep. This is stuff I was working on, Brene Brown stuff. I just wanted to keep all this stuff, so I did. Hope runneth over. Merry Christmas. Yes, 2019 was a hard Christmas. And then 2020, what an anxiety shit show this month, February 2020. And we got our new house. So I started this in the apartment, and then, yeah, I think there's a page. Oh, it's not here. This is my word. I say magical all the time, and no one told me this happened, so as soon as I found it, I added it in. These were these cool, like, I don't even know what these were supposed to be, but anyway, I made fear or feet, not both, pick your path. I did do this on my Instagram one year, Spider Mother Fiber. I guess it was 2020, is they had a different prompt for Magic Moon Week. These are very successful for me. I was trying very hard to work on my layering. So even though I don't love them, this is supposed to be glow in the dark. I don't think it's ever glow in the dark. But I don't know that they're fully successful, but this looks like a wolf to me still, and I don't know. It was good for me to work on layering. This was all very cool. This is my favorite one, but it looks the best because of a finished product underneath. And like, why is this so long? Like, why didn't I cut this, you know? Like, I don't know. This was my first self-portrait. I have been trying to put together a self-portrait project for a long time. I have never managed to do it. This is continuing Magic Moon Week. I don't remember why you can't see that, but you can't see that. This was March 2020, which I never finished, and I'm leaving like that. I think that's marked of the times. I was in priestess school at the time, and this was my priestess mission statement. It was very fun. I had kept this article from Muse magazine since I was a little girl, and I still have it. So I kept that here. And also fun facts about ancient Egypt. This is like all stuff I kept from when I was a young girl. Yes. Also same, this is all from Muse magazine when I was a kid. Oh, so this is like the front of this whole thing. And I couldn't believe I'd kept it so long, and at that point you just gotta keep it, you know what I mean? What are you gonna do? This was all work I did for priestess school, so this was like, there's a interesting Egyptian concept about the 14th thing that, anyway, it's very cool, so I did this thing. This is the first time I brought paints into this, which is a long time ago, and I still am very hesitant to use paint, but I was very proud of myself for doing that. This was May. I love these colors and images and everything. And actually this image helped me reconnect with one of my friends, which is great. This was a retrospective on the loss of a friend. I think, oh yes, I left my job. Yes, I did. When was this? Yes, that was 2020. I did leave my job in 2020. That's right, July 2020. What a time. Okay, I said we're reading. These are all done by my sister, the miraculous, amazing sister who does incredible photography. I feel I've started over, back to my primordial ooze, back to my youngest self. I'm here now, forever. What a tough thing to be a child and have to grow up, to have to unlearn what we have learned and rethink what we thought. I love all of these images for all of these things. There was just something I was also trying to play with color and like images that I loved and organizing them by color, so that was different for me also. Like the colors here are what interest me still. I was trying very hard, which is interesting all by itself. Also more colors. It's interesting for me to keep a theme for more than 1 month also. This comes out of one of our favorite pre-made oven bake pizzas, Screamin' Sicilian. Hey, can't say enough about that. Haven't had it in a long time, but this image was in my 6th grade locker and I found it and I said, this is ridiculous. So I put it right here next to another amazing image. So this was actually one of my first things that I ever worked on. I made this at school, at college in 2007. This is one of my first ever collages. So this attached here. And yes, it's very interesting just for me. I even then was using butterfly imagery. This is the other one I made that year. Oh, this one goes on forever and has this cool coloring piece. And I made these like found poems at the time. Very interesting for me to add like my own art and stuff. This was all an interesting thing. And I just wanted to keep it. So then in September, I returned to the bookstore. I did do that. Pusheen. I had a Pusheen birthday that year. Everyone got me Pusheen stuff because it was like my first year I became obsessed with Pusheen. And so this is the packaging from the wall hanging that I now have on my wall. And what beautiful yarn for the colors. Okay, so this is some high esoteric stuff. So seriously, if this has been fine for you, but you're kind of done with esoteric stuff, now's the time to stop listening. So what you're about to see is a concept work through of the different aspects of self that at the time I was working on honoring and integrating so that they were not individual pieces of self. I needed them to be more to integrate and heal and bring them together into one thing. So I'm interested how I started with this like nighttime thing, but it's useful and appropriate because we're headed into real feminine space here. So what I also wrote after doing this deep work on this level, I wrote here what the concept means and then the good meaning and the bad meaning as if these were cards. And maybe one day these will become cards in a deck. But anyway, this is I'm not going to read these just because you can read them if you want to. Feel free to, pause and get in there. But yes, these are the concepts that we started with Kitty. This one's moving forward, so that didn't get integrated. Then we have archaeologist, which was integrated into professor. We have teacher, which was integrated into professor. I do really love the aesthetics that I achieved here. These were on my meditation wall for a very long time, and then came down when I made new ones. To be integrated under creatrix, to be integrated under creatrix. So this is photographer and writer. So the creatrix, all of these integrated concepts I'm working on separate journals for, and so you can see there will be, Kitty will have her own, and then professor will have its own, and then creatrix has its own that has to integrate photography, writing, etc. Like everything has to come together in that one. Lightworker is integrated with witch, healer, shaman, and priestess. I think into lightworker is what we decided. That's the main thing. Yes, to be integrated under lightworker. So lightworker and witch, but these are the meanings for each. Then we have healer and artist. Healer goes under lightworker, artist goes under creatrix. Again, my aesthetic here, no complaints. This is integrated under lightworker. This is integrated under lightworker. Whore moves forward. Starseed moves forward. This one is already posted, so I can link that guy below. Starseed is already posted an early version. I can link that below. And then this is the future. These were the ones that we kept. So January 2021, these are the ones we kept to move forward with. I love everything going on here. This was a very free, using paint and God knows what. I'm very happy with all of this. So then I went back into my color exploration. Very happy with all the color work going on here. I love this banana. No idea where she came from, but here she is. Love this blue going on. I still agree with my color choices here. I wish, this is the thing though, now that I do so much more pockets, there's nowhere to add stuff. Like this is a finished product, I mean, I could still, obviously, my rule is always, as you know, if you've seen another video, is always I can change anything I want, but it doesn't have I can't add, I can't stuff is the thing, and now I'm used to that, so it's interesting to go back. This I can stuff. This was 2021. For our 3rd anniversary, we went out east to try some wedding tacos. So yeah, at Great Point Brewery. That's true, we did do that. That's cool. It was what a lovely day. And then we got our engagement photos taken. It was a good day. Oh yeah, so then we're like done. Like the book is almost finished. So I came back May 2021 and journaled the last part of this. This was the gift card I got for this event. It was very cool. Hi, sister. I'm not talking to you, Siri. Come on, man. Okay, so I have no idea what this is. We're throwing it out. It's fine. This is a postcard from sister. Hi, sister. Green, green, green. Color, color, color. And obviously, man, I used this, and then after I used it like a while later, I was like, holy crap, where's my ice cream? And I couldn't believe I had already used it. What a bummer. Isn't this just the most gorgeous ice cream you've ever seen? Beautiful. Ah, such sweetness. Yes, all sweet things here. I love this page, I have to say. There is something about orange and blue and yellow that feels like home and cozy and yum. And look at, do you not feel cozy and yum? Delish. These are couches I will never own. This is from an opera that David and I saw together. Some training is complete. The world is waiting. Start your journey. Who will you be tomorrow? I also went looking for these one day and didn't realize I'd already used them. I was very sad. How do you help her make it to the top? Onward. Completed May 11th, 2021, and there you go. So this was, how did I start this? How cute am I? Established under the new moon in Scorpio, October 2019. And then we just ended with May 2021. What a journey. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Like and subscribe for more content. If you have any questions about the esoteric nonsense in here, feel free to comment below. And I will do my best to explain better, more, something. Anyway, have a great day, guys.